Day 2 of the Cook Inlet Conference Tournament, the second-seeded East Thunderbirds tipping off against the 7th-seeded Bartlett Golden Bears. T-Birds first possession. Jared Laws takes it to the rack. Wrapped in Golden Bears, he kicks it out to the X-Man, and Xavier Johnson drops the game's first 3. Isaiah Sherman Newsom above the arc. Rocks and rolls off of Michael Bond for the easy deuce. Austin Huss busts across the key for the board. Then drives the floor for the coastal. More Huss. Austin with the screen roll. Jared Laws with the D-splitting dime. Huss the 5-coat finish. East up 7-4. Austin Huss attacking. Slings to the block. Trayvon Brackett kicks it out. Xavier Johnson long on touch, but Udi Gomez is there to clean it all up. Gomez with the rock. Finds Huss. Austin takes his time and makes money. East up quickly, 14-6. Jared Laws sees his man's back off of the switch screen. Relocates with a mission. Xavier Johnson with the penetration kick out. T-Birds bringing it up 17-6. More rapid relocation from Laws. Slips his man and bounces the runner in. East up 19-7 after 1. Looking for an early round knockout. Jared Laws feeds Desmond Johnson. Dez flashes his back, spins to the tin, and gets creative. Dez again. Over the screen, attacks the lane, and finishes over length. 23-7 T-Birds. Isaiah Sherman Newsom staying just ahead of the crowd. Drops it off for Marquise White. Marquise scores in traffic, but East is not giving anything up easily. Marquise White looking to get back to the iron, but Austin Huss beats him to the spot and draws the charge. East working hard on both ends. The Golden Bears turn up the intensity. Keandre Rowland and Sherman Newsom scrap together to steal a bucket. BJ McCoy finds a seam, takes the baseline for the hard-nosed deuce. Bartlett within 9. Johnson to Gomez, to Brackett, to Bond for 2. 26-15 T-Birds. Desmond Johnson gets to the lane with the cross and slips the pill to Michael Bond, but Isaiah Sherman Newsom recovers and denies. But the T-Birds continue to attack the rim. Xavier Johnson pushed left, takes left. Trayvon Brackett for 3, no good, but Austin Huss gets up for the board and powers to the glass. Stats, 30-17 T-Birds. With time running out in the half, Keandre Rowland gets to the cylinder for a rare easy. The Golden Bears bounce back from an early knockdown to stay alive after 16. They're down 11. Second half, Marquise White gets the pick in the backcourt, turns the defender around with the double cross and takes 2. Jared Laws answers quickly. Textbook use of the screen up top and protects the ball with his body for the direct deposit. Marquise White with the burst off of the hesitation. It's a 9-point game. And Isaiah Sherman Newsom takes the skip pass to freedom. 6-point game. Jared Laws forces help. Desmond Johnson blows by a pair of closeouts and straight to the hole. 35-27. The Bears miss from long range, but Isaiah Sherman Newsom is in fight mode. He gets on the wood for the 50-50. Marquise White grabs the rock and runs it to the paint. 35-29. A pair of Bartlett free throws make it a 4-point game, but Trayvon Brackett spots a 3. East by 7. Marquise White comes off of the wheel for a pro-style 3 and knocks it down. The freshman performing in crunch time. 38-34. But Trayvon Brackett, deja 3. Desmond Johnson flattens the D, and Austin Huss flips the net. East by 10. But Keandre Rowland steps right up to knock 3 down. 44-37. Xavier Johnson wants in, no good. But Austin Huss is banging down low, scoring from everywhere. East up 46-37. Bear give and go. Keandre Rowland with the sharp dime. Isaiah Sherman Newsom with the teardropper. Bears down 9. Austin Huss banging again. Kicks it out to Xavier Johnson. Trey down. T-Birds up 51-39. Desmond Johnson with the defensive read, intercepts and airmails a dime to the X-Man. Timeout Bears, T-Birds up 14. Once again, it's freshman Marquise White picking Bartlett up. This time with the dime, Daryl Romero-Lewis gets the deuce. Austin Huss misses on the mid-range leaner, but Des Johnson gets up with the tall trees and lands the putback. More Marquise. Slashing and slicing to the hole for buckets. Still a 12-point game. And Isaiah Sherman Newsom strikes fast on the inbound play, and we've got a 10-point game with 8 minutes to play. After a pair of Bear free throws, a pair of T-Birds bigs step out to rub Marquise White so Jared Laws can bury a mid-range J and tangle the net. 10-point game. Marquise White trailing in transition. 3 up, 3 down. 57-50 T-Birds. Matthew Hardwick with the sticky hands catch at the block. Pivots and hits Jared Laws in motion with the kick out. Laws works to the baseline for a shorty. East up 9. The T-Birds vacate the weak side block on the inbound underneath, and Isaiah Sherman Newsom takes advantage. It's 59-52. Desmond Johnson working the point, fakes at 15 and slides a dime to Michael Bond down low. Bond banks it. 9-point game. Marquise White goes straight to the charity stripe and takes a pair. It's down to 7. Bentu passes out of a trap. Isaiah takes it right to the rim, but Des Johnson getting it done in big man land once again. A big stop and a high-scoring second half. Austin Huss shows ball screen, but too much space, so he pops out, takes the feed, and breaks to the glass for the bump, the bucket, and the big-time old-fashioned. T-Birds up by 10. Desmond Johnson with another pick. And another dime. Jared Laws takes the points. East starts to take control, up 66-54. But wait a second. Bentu Hanoam goes long. Shots falling. 9-point game. Jared Laws draws the help. Kicks it out. And Xavier Johnson answers tray for tray. East with numbers in transition. Austin Huss with another and one. Free throw good. Knockout punch. East up 15 with 4 minutes to play. Desmond Johnson with his 4th steal. Can't finish solo, but Xavier Johnson gets it out to Jared Laws, who knocks down 3 for 18 on the night. East up by 18. And Austin Huss takes it himself for the last of his game-high 25 points. Birds up 20, 3 minutes to play, and it's time to call off the Dogs. East makes a date for Friday's CIC semis. And Bartlett senior Isaiah Sherman Newsom ends his high school career with a typically hard-fought 18.8 rebound game. 6 for 8 from the floor, 6 for 8 from the line. Some fresh faces knocked down a couple of the game's final buckets. G. Trey Berry from 17-ish and Elijah Williams from the top of the key. The Golden Bears season ends at the hands of the T-Birds, 79-64.
Elijah Williams, Keandre Rowland, Irving, Daryl Romero-Lewis, Kimmich Freelove, Isaiah Sherman Newsom, Javon Stanley, and Trevor Ruble, the seniors for the Bartlett Golden Bears. Get a round of applause for the seniors from the Bartlett Golden Bears, please.
Austin Huss, 10 for 13 from the floor for 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 fouls drawn. Jared Law, 7 for 12 from the floor, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Desmond Johnson, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Xavier Johnson added 14 points and 3 rebounds. For the Bears, Marquise White, 9 for 14 from the floor, 21 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. As I said, Isaiah Sherman Newsom finishes his career 6 for 8 from the floor, 6 for 8 from the stripe, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 fouls drawn, and 3 assists.